it's not. And people
Which is terrifying.
even know that it's not real. Like there's
Right.
Instagram model AI women that.
Yeah, but who is that mostly?
Oh yeah.
Men.
But they'll even say like this is AI, and they're like, I don't care. I still like the picture. I'm still gonna message her. It's
That's
like
crazy.
okay, like so, but
I do think it's because people can live a whole different life online.
yeah,
A life that they would want in real life, and that is, I can understand where it makes people feel good, but it's so damaging because they're focusing more on that life because they have more control of that, they feel like, than their own life. But
and if most people, I'll say this, I'll go on the record, it's like if most people actually did that are in relationships saw their partner's social media, like their messages, they would not be in their relationship anymore. It would end. Like if you froze time, no deleting stuff, here you go. I think because
the normal thing is that people are
it.
just convince themselves that it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal.
Right.
Kind of like the phone, the video we did that people were mad about when we did the episode or the little snippet in the beginning where the guy was like, I want to look through her phone.
Yeah.
And you were like, let's go through each other's phones. And so many people were like, absolutely not. Or whatever. It's not. Like,
because they know they're guilty.
Yeah. It's like, know, you're basically saying that you have shady things on there or things you wouldn't want your partner to see. And like, why are you with somebody if that's how you're operating? Because you can't also fully be yourself even.
No.
If you're living this separate life or have these things you want to hide from the person that you're with.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to be open and honest and transparent with. So
yeah. And
I don't know.
The other thing we didn't really talk about social media real quick, because I think it's worth talking about, is it gives, the way that it can ruin relationships also is it gives people bad ideas as well as like images. So one is that you see a lot of stuff that you maybe should not see, that we've already kind of talked about that, comparing your partner to or whatever, for both men and women, because women do see plenty of that as well.
Right.
There's some thirst traps and stuff that, guys put out and stuff, but it's also what you're exposed to, because how many relationships are ruined by, and it goes both ways, guys listening to a bunch of this junk on the internet of guys, slandering women, and they can make a very convincing worldview. And some of the stuff that they're saying is true, like I said. So that's why it's very convincing. It's like if you just tell someone a bunch of bull crap, then they're not going to believe you. But if some of the stuff, especially you're preying on people's insecurities and the things that they've been hurt about in regards to women, if guys can get guys where now this guy that was a normal good guy, he starts listening to this stuff, and then he starts becoming abusive in his relationship, or starts thinking, it's not, she's not yours, it's just your turn. So I'm going to start treating her like she's just my turn because I know what she's really thinking or what she's really doing. And, all women are like this. All of a sudden but also with women too, right? Women can be looking at media, and a lot of social media can have a lot of very feminist, anti-men type of stuff, and now this woman's getting these ideas, and that can wreck things too. So I
would even say that the good stuff can ruin things, because kind of like we talked about in our very vulnerable episode, that you see couples look like they never fight, they never argue. And I mean, like even on my social media, like I post the good stuff. I'm not posting like John and I had an altercation about apple cider vinegar gummies today, so I get that, but that's also why we came on here, to be real and to open up and show that side, because a lot of people don't do it. And so then people are like, oh, well, I fight. Don't you even? I fight with my
ADHD.
I fight with my boyfriend, like what feels like too much. And so maybe we should break up. Maybe we're not together. So even the good stuff is, makes people second guess their own lives. So it's just, I guess.
And then they start getting mad at their partner for no reason. They're like, I watch a bunch of good videos and now I'm angry at you because you're not as good. Or and it's like, it's like,
that's true.
It's not good. Like you're doing a deal with the real person.
People in the good videos are just doing it for content.
Exactly. It might not even be real at all. So
take everything with a grain of salt, except our podcast because
That's right.
we
That's real.
let everything out here,
Yeah.
you know, so you're safe here.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you know, we've kind of aired all the things out. So it's hard. It's hard because like the good stuff, you have to second guess, the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
and all this stuff, I will
everything.
say, again, airing the things out, but I just don't want to beat the dead horse. It's like, I was that guy, right? And, you know, like we did a whole thing on me being a cheater in my previous relationship and stuff. So I don't want to like beat a dead horse, but I like the social media, all the stuff that we're talking about. Yeah. You know, chatting it up, you know, it's like, so it got me into, it's not like that's the sole reason, but it enabled me to be able to do shady stuff that I should have just dealt with and confronted, you know, at the time, you know, so there's
made it easier for you to be shady.
Yeah. And I'm not that guy. So like, that's what I'm saying. And I guess that's why I'm saying that is because a lot of people will say, that's not me or that's not my partner. Well, hey, the tool can still
be converted.
Right.
Be converted to the dark side.